Hello, it is Thoughts on Thursday. I am once again filming this on a Wednesday. I work on Thursday, so I almost always film on a Wednesday. I overslept a bit this morning. I got up at 10, which is quite late for me. I've only just had breakfast. I'm all confused, it's a bit weird. But I was having a really good dream. I've been reading some M.R. James ghost stories, and that has apparently affected me because I had this great ghost story type of dream. It was awesome. It was a family in an old dilapidated house that used to belong to their creepy grandfather. I'm gonna write this down, it was really fun. I very rarely dream, and if I do then I very rarely remember my dreams, so this was a momentous occasion. And I wasn't gonna spoil it by getting up and being productive with my life. Last weekend was really fun because I went to Colchester and Newbury and visited friends. I was going to Newbury for a surprise party for a friend, but the trains were a bit screwed up between here and Newbury, so I instead went to Colchester and then hitched a lift with my friend who was going to the party from Colchester. I don't know how good your geography is of the southeast of England, but London is kind of between Colchester and Newbury, so I essentially went an hour in the wrong direction to then go back the way I came for 2 hours. I've never really done the whole surprise party thing before and I found it really difficult. I spend my whole life online and I found it very difficult to go on a trip and not talk about it. It was supposed to be a 2 hour and 20 minute long drive, but it took slightly longer both ways. On the way there it took longer because we stopped at a service station and then got caught in a massive rainstorm and couldn't leave the service station. And then on the way back, the journey was completely screwed up because the M4 was shut and we ended up going round in circles. It was fun. We got home at about 1:15 in the morning. Anyway, my question for you this week is, what is the best road trip you have ever been on? My best road trip was just over a year ago, I think, in Northern Ireland. I had just become obsessed with Game of Thrones. I had recently watched the whole series and I was about to start reading the A Song of Ice and Fire books, and my aunt and uncle took us around all of the locations in Northern Ireland for about 2 days. It was great. We saw Winterfell and Pike and Dragonstone, and I think we saw a wee bit of filming, a little bit of filming. Yeah, that was my favourite road trip ever. And Northern Ireland is a great place to drive around anyway, so even without all the Game of Thrones excitement, it was still a great trip. And I'll put a link to a video below which contains some of the footage that I shot on that trip, so you can see how awesome that road trip was. I hope you have a good day and see you tomorrow.